Alrighty, guys. So, good morning. It is 7 o'clock, February 19th, and I'm going to be doing the Armor Up Challenge. So, I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit of what I'm going to do today. Basically, the Armor Up Challenge is a non traditional fast. There's just no food. It's supposed to go on for at least a minimum of 2 days. I'm going to shoot for three. The maximum that I may try to do on this first round or this trial run is five. And I'm only allowed to eat or digest direct asset collagen, direct asset multivitamins, direct asset armor up, which is our greens and reds with over 20 organic nutrients in it, with a digestive enzyme, and then protein, of course. So that's all I can have over the next 72 hours. And this is a vlog document. So I'm going to take you guys through it, tell you how I feel on what time during the day. My wife will be doing it as well. I woke up this morning, which you'll see a video, at 2:07, and then you'll see a body view of what I look like at 2:07 as a 5'9" male. So let's go ahead over here in the kitchen and I'll show you what the supplements look like. All right, so starting, of course, you can have your daily multivitamin here. This is a strawberry flavored, which is pretty freaking awesome. All right, and then you of course have your Armor Up, which is tastes like mixed berry, but it's a super green and reds formula. Mixes pretty easily. And here's a list of ingredients: over 20 organic greens and reds with the digestive enzyme support and immunity support. So this is going to help your gut health, kind of like a cleanse. Pretty cool. This is our recovery. Well, I changed the label. It's just the old label, but this is a recovery BCAA. We're actually coming out with a newer, better product, which is called still recovery, but it has EAAs, and I can make a separate video on that to go into it. And this is our grass-fed collagen peptides, which is unflavored, and it has 20 grams of protein and 20 grams of collagen. No sugar, no artificial fillers, anything like that. Just plain pure powder. What I'm going to be doing is mixing these two. Okay, so I'm going to put a scoop of this in the morning for my 20 grams of protein, and I'm going to have a scoop of this mixed in with it because the collagen is unflavored. So therefore, we can mix these two together, and I'm going to have it in this container here. And that'll be for like my first shake when I feel like I actually want something to eat. You can have as many of these in the challenge as you want. This you can only have up to 2 a day. And of course, we have our direct asset protein, which right now is packed away in a box. So that's where we're going. I'm going to mix these two in this container, and I'm going to put an extra scoop of greens in this container. You can have as many greens as you want. You can have as many BCAA shakes as you want with water. If you do have coffee, you're only allowed to make it with a natural sugar. So I have this stevia here, measures cup for cup, just like sugar. So black coffee. Basically, we don't want you to put any creamers or anything like that in there. That's going to boost your calories and your sugar content and things like that, because the goal is for you to lose weight and learn something in the process. So let's get to it. So you can see our greens here, super fine powder. All right, that's all you need for one scoop. And then one scoop of this, if I can get it out of here. Again, super fine powder. And that can just mix with water. I'm going to have an extra scoop of greens, like I said. And this little one. So you can have as many of these as you want. And I'm just going to take this with me to work because I can have as many of these as I want. And this will preserve my muscle. So my body doesn't start eating it. It'll eat the fat. And another fun fact, me and my wife had so much protein today, it's equivalent to like 2 pounds of chicken. Like, we couldn't even eat anymore after like dinner time. That's all we ate pretty much yesterday. All right, so I will keep you updated, and I will basically check in when I feel it's necessary. Pretty much I might check in around lunchtime just to show you guys how I make the shake, and then I'm also going to check in after work to see how my wife Tori's feeling, and maybe ask her a couple questions, and then after that I'll check in at dinner, and then back again tomorrow morning, or if I'm starting to feel hungry or something like that, just so you guys got by the hour, hey, this is what I felt. And then I'd like to know your experience as well.
Hey, so I'm going to be having my first shake at about 12:45 around lunchtime. Again, 1 scoop collagen, 1 scoop Armor Up, and logged in.
Is 5:41 p.m. 2:19. I just took my second collagen shake with the Armor Up greens, 1 scoop each. So far, very minor hunger pains, not too much, and I'm gonna ask my wife some questions on how she feels and how her day went so far on day one. So, day one, what do you got to say in regards to the challenge so far?
So far, not much has changed. For me, I usually, keeping in mind 7 months postpartum, so fasting for me has been a regular thing. I did not have my first shake until about 11 this morning. I had a protein shake, and in addition to that, my collagen and Armor Up as part of my breakfast. And then I had second protein shake roughly around 2:30.
Okay.
And then I just had a third protein shake for the day with Armor Up around 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And so far, my experience has been essentially the same as yours, with the mild hunger sensation, but past that, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
10 o'clock at night. And as far as the current standing, I had 1 protein shake and 2 scoops of BCAAs. As of right now, I feel pretty good. My mental clarity is still on point. I don't really have too much of a hunger feeling or any queasiness or anything like that. Anything else that's really noticeable to report? I really only started getting hungry probably around like 6 p.m., which is where I had my protein shake, and then just maybe 2 minutes ago had my 2 scoops of BCAAs. So we're gonna see how I feel in the morning. My wife, on the other hand, said that she feels kind of nauseous. Um, she did do a workout as well. She did over the minimum of 30 minutes, which congrats to her. I still have to go do my workout upstairs, so I'm gonna go conduct that before I go to bed. Other than that, uh, we'll see how she feels in the morning. I'll get that report from her. But she's gonna push through, and she's still feeling strong. Her nauseousness kind of setting around the same time, 4 or 5 p.m. And so that's day one. And I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.
Good morning, good morning. We are officially 24 hours into our non-traditional Armor Up challenge. I did lose a total of 4 pounds. My wife actually lost 5 pounds as of last night, so I'm curious to see what she weighs in this morning. And the first day, a lot of that can be water weight, so I'm more excited to see between day 2 and day 3. Day 2 minimum, I'm going for day 3, possibly up to day 5, but we'll see how my body feels. As of right now, I feel still normal. I got a lot of mental clarity. My sleep was fine, and I'm going to basically repeat the same process, go to work, get my steps in, and use my collagen and greens protein shake when I get a little hungry. I got an extra scoop of greens in there, separate from the collagen, just in case I want another shake of greens. And when I get home, I'll have my second collagen and protein shake. Outside of that, it'll just be water or black coffee. No sugars or nothing like that in it. That's pretty much it. So on to the next checkpoint.
Okay.
So here is our update, basically 4 p.m. My update so far that I noticed myself, still hunger pains, but not drastic. But I did notice in the first day, I was okay with 1 green shake and collagen twice a day, and 1 BCAA shake and a double scoop of protein. Today is a little bit different. I've had
twice the amount of green shake this morning, 1 collagen protein with it still, and 3 servings of BCAAs. And pretty soon I'm going to have my second collagen and green shake. So pretty much almost doubled the amount from yesterday. But not lethargic. Mental clarity still seems to be on point. How should I word this? We're going to get my wife's point of view, who's got our little munchkin over here. So, explain to us your experience being a stay-at-home mom with a kid and not eating.
Okay. Well, yesterday I finished the day out with a fourth protein shake. I'm going to say around 9:30, 10 o'clock, right before bed. I got a good workout in, showered, had a protein shake to finish out my day. I was fine otherwise. Went until about 1 p.m. before having a protein shake. My first and so far only shake of the day was a protein shake with the Armor Up and a scoop of collagen. Probably should go have a second one for the day here pretty soon, although I haven't been having the hunger cravings as much today, but desiring food more today. Going out into the kitchen, getting the baby's food or the baby's formula or feeding the cats. I've caught myself looking at food unintentionally, just like screaming at me, eat me. Like even scrolling on like Facebook, I saw a quick reel of a bear ripping apart a fish like a snack, and it was just like watching somebody just snack on some beef jerky. So it's a little more challenging today, not having real food, but the hunger is more manageable today.
All right. We'll see what tomorrow's like. By that point, we'll be 48 hours by the morning time, so we'll see how that works out. Whoa, look at that. I'm going to do it again just to be sure. This is coming right home from work. Wow. That's freaking crazy. And I'm not even done. All right, so right now it is 10:20 on February 20th, and we are at the ending of day 2. So it's a 2-day minimum for their Armor Up challenge. I still feel pretty awesome, and we'll get into the deeper nutrition facts of why my brain health and everything in regard to my neurological standpoint is working efficiently as if I have been eating. I feel great. I just had my protein shake before bed. Sleep's fine. Everything seems to be working pretty smoothly. So the only thing is just the annoying little hunger pains here and there. I have a total loss as of right now of 7 pounds since I started Monday morning. So going into day 3, I will give my total weight loss from start to finish, and we'll see where we end up. And now we're going to go back to my wife to say her little part on what she feels, what her thoughts are so far as we wrap up.
So far for me today, I have consumed 2 protein shakes and 1 Armor Up mixed with collagen. Is all I consume so far for the day. Of course, water, and I do not plan on having any other shakes or any supplements tonight. I feel pretty good. The hunger wasn't as bad today. The desire for real food was real, but hunger was less today than it was on day 1. So far for day 1, there was a 6-pound loss. So far in 24 hours, not bad. Day 2, cravings for food increased, but hunger was less than day 1.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll wrap it up and we'll see what comes of day 3. Wednesday morning, currently 7 a.m. We're starting our 3rd day of our Armor Up challenge. I did not sleep the best last night. Couldn't go to sleep till around 2 a.m. Not really sure why. I was kind of restless. I did start thinking about food at that point. I haven't really thought about it much over the last
basically 48 hours, but definitely when I got to nighttime, I was like thinking of greens and collagen. Like my brain was telling me that, oh, there's something nutritious you could go eat or drink, which is kind of cool but weird. Um, and I do feel my senses, like my other senses, like audible, hearing, and mental and sharpness, everything is on like an alert, uh, like increased. And that could be due to the armor up components that we have because there is brain health products in there, which I'll go over in another video. Other than that, we're gonna see how today goes. A little tired, but we'll push through it. So, as you've seen on the timestamp, I am 199 pounds. So hopefully I can get down to 195 by the time the challenge is over. That was just like a little mini goal that I had just to see how far my body can be pushed. Workouts are definitely harder. I noticed that, especially weight training. It's exerting a lot more energy, but I'm pushing through it just to keep my muscles fed. And then the recovery afterwards for the post workout to keep the muscles full. It is 6:30 a.m. Everyone's still asleep out there, and we have just crushed 10 pounds in 72 hours from this Armor Up challenge. I'm freaking amazed. I'm waking up. I still feel great. My sleep was much better today. I think my body just got naturally adapted and adjusted, and my wife said the same thing. And like I said, it was just one scoop of collagen and greens in the morning, and maybe one scoop of collagen and greens in the afternoon, followed by a protein shake for dinner. And the rest was just water and, if needed, some BCAAs so that the muscles would not get liquefied and eaten during the process and they stayed to my frame. So we just lost water weight and actual fat, which is freaking sweet. My wife also lost between 9 and 10 pounds, two different complete body types. She just had a baby, so she gained some unwanted weight from the baby, that now she's trying to lose. And this was a perfect way to kickstart that and armor up your insides and reset your body so that you can fuel yourself more efficiently with nutritious foods and start new habits. So I'm super pumped and excited, and thank you guys for watching the journey. I hope you guys do it too. If you do, the link will be in the description below. You can see all the details of how we set the process up. And if you want to order the bundle pack for a huge discount, I highly recommend it. It will come with a free shaker cup. And if you finish the challenge and you meet the requirements in the challenge, we will be sending you a limited edition awesome Armor Up shirt. So I'm so pumped. I'm so freaking happy. And I'm actually surprised how well this went. I can't wait for you guys to armor up. All right, so this is our follow up from us completing our Armor Up challenge, and we're going to basically give you a short overview of our experiences, what we noticed and changes in our body, what our weight was, and how we did after the Armor Up challenge was over, which I can show you guys a video in regard to how I or we had maintained the weight. So, if you would like to share your experience first with them, being a new mother and all and losing a substantial amount of weight, you go ahead and you tell them your experience.
All right, so I already recapped day 1 and day 2. This challenge is initially a 2-day challenge with a third day optional. I took on that challenge, and progressively as the challenge went, day 3, I was at the point I didn't have anything for breakfast. No shake, no greens, no collagen. I did for lunch, I believe it was one greens and one protein shake for lunch, and then one greens and one protein shake for dinner. And that wasn't even necessary to have that second shake. I, at that point during the challenge, was comfortable just drinking, consuming barely anything for the day. My body got so adjusted and to the point where it was like, all right, you're good. You don't need anything. So as the challenge went, it became much easier. and desired less cravings for anything. I know that I struggled wanting solid foods, missing that, but by day 3 it was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I probably could have went 4 and 5 days, but we wanted to stick true to the challenge and just end it on that bonus day 3. Am I sharing my results?
Sure,
Okay.
sure, sure.
11 pounds in 3 days. That was pretty impressive. I was hoping to go past 6, to be honest, and I almost doubled that. In 3 days, 11 pounds.
Okay, so I'll share mine. So I have very similar experience in regard to day one, just one greens. I had the collagen with it, add a protein shake later on. Day two, though, I actually ended up doubling that amount. So I had twice the amount I had from day one. I think my body just realized, like, hey, dude, you're really hungry right now. And I don't know why you're not eating, but you need to fuel your body with some more stuff of what you're going to consume. So day two doubled. When I did get into day three, it actually reduced back to the same as day one, just greens, collagen, and protein. So I also think that my body had got adjusted. I had lost 10 pounds, right? And then we did a follow up, which was a week or two after the Armor Up challenge, where we had both maintained our weight. And I believe the biggest change that we made to maintain that weight instead of having a rebound effect is we changed our eating habits, which was part of the goal as you lose that weight is to then develop those healthier habits to then continue your progress. Is that right? Did
Yes.
you do the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
It wasn't so much calorie counting as it was watching what you consumed,
mhm.
but calorie intake does definitely play a role, even if you are a healthy eater. I myself love fruits and vegetables. I can eat salads like crazy, but then I see myself struggling to lose weight. And it does play a factor when you do watch the amount of calories you consume in addition to what you are consuming.
And also too with the workout regimen, we didn't really change too much in regard to what we do right now. So, would you like to go into that?
Yes. So I walk a lot. So that doesn't mean you have to walk a lot.
Right.
Okay. What I did during this challenge was I tried to keep it true to a very moderate take on it for those who may be plus size, overweight, struggling with weight loss, struggling with weight maintenance without gaining further, to those who already are barely doing any form of exercise to very little walking. So my take on the approach was I was doing 30 minutes a day, and I think I only actually did that 2 out of the 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
One of those days, it was the first and the third day, I actually walked for 30 minutes. Um, so really a total of an hour of exercise put forth intentionally during this challenge as well, and still lost 11 pounds.
Mm-hmm. And for those who may also be on the side of it being also water weight, there is water weight, but there was also actual fat loss because what happens with rebound effects is when you do start to consume the carbs and your body then retains that water, which bumps you back up 4 or 5 pounds, and then the rest is it goes on from there. So, being that we lost the 10 pounds, I would say probably about 4 to 6 may have been actual water weight. The rest was actual fat loss. And then, like we said, the following week or two, that weight has maintained, which is the goal because you don't want to have that rebound effect. So I think overall it worked. This might be something that we end up doing monthly. Um, how was your mental clarity or anything that was any of that affected over the 3 days?
It was. It actually got better,
Mm-hmm.
which is usually when you're not fueling your body, your mental capacity starts to decline. You're not thinking as sharp, you're not as thoughtful in your thought process, you're slower to answer, whatever the case is. Mine actually improved during the process. And is it the Armor Up that
Mm-hmm.
does have mental clarity? I was consuming that all 3 days. So it actually improved, even though I was eating less, consuming less calories, wasn't consuming the same foods. I was still fueling my body with nutrients. My mental clarity was much better come day 3.
and I wasn't as tired either. I felt better, I felt more energized, and I was quicker with my thinking. Usually was like that prior to pregnancy, prior to the whole COVID thing as well. I had COVID twice since COVID started. Also, they say pregnancy brain is a thing. So I had my moments. It helped me bounce back to where I was prior to all of that.
And I would say the one of the many ingredients in the Armor Up is spirulina, which actually increases your brain health and the neurons that are in your brain to continue firing. So that's very important. And there's also other greens in there that you guys can read on the website on how that helps your body function. What's up?
I have one more thing to
Okay,
add.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So if you're anything like me, you're constantly busy. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're got plenty of time on your hands and maybe you just don't feel like doing certain things. I'm constantly a busy person and I feel like there's not enough time in a day and I'm very structured. I usually use the block schedule if anybody is familiar with that, right? I noticed I actually had more time in the day to be productive in other areas because my energy was increased, my mental clarity improved, and I wasn't taking time cooking or preparing meals at that. Quick putting a shake together, drinking it, washing the dish, and I was on the
It,
go.
it was funny for us because we didn't even realize how much time that actually takes between going to the grocery store, then you get the food, then the mileage and all that, to the
Preparation,
point that
actually consuming a meal.
right, we didn't even know what to do with the time because like wow, we don't really have to eat, so now what do we do? You know, so that was actually pretty cool and another eye opening thing. So I last thing I want to mention is when you guys complete the challenge and you follow the requirements as listed in the guideline, you will win this shirt that I'm wearing, which I'm going to show off to you guys in a second. So we have our American Asset flag with the logo underneath, and then on the back, this is a free shirt that you guys are going to win. And then on the back, we have the Kickstart we have the Kickstart Armor Up challenge, and I'll post another photo on the end so you guys can screenshot it if you need to. You explain it
Okay,
while they look at me.
I'll explain it. So here, this was specifically designed for this challenge, and it's for those who complete the challenge that will get one. Okay, so of course, Armor Up Kickstart, because this is kickstarting you into whatever your journey is, gaining muscle mass, becoming leaner, just reducing yourself by a couple pounds, increasing your energy, your mental clarity, whatever the case is, a healthier lifestyle, improving your nutrition, whatever the case is for you, this is going to kickstart that journey for you. Okay? It's time to armor up, fuel, commit, and dominate. All right? And then after you climb that mountain, you're the little guy right here saying direct asset. You became an asset.
All right, so now in regard to the challenge, you get the free shaker bottle. You complete the challenge, you get the Armor Up t shirt for free as well. And there will be a bundle option on the bottom in which you can choose your package on what would best fit you. You get the shaker bottle for free. You get the shirt for free
When you complete the
when you
challenge,
complete the
which you're
challenge
going
and
to.
follow the guidelines. We already know you're going to. And the coolest part about this is that we are two opposite ends. So she just had the baby. She's got the pregnancy weight.
Mhm.
I have worked out. She has worked out in our lifetime, and it is different for guys to lose weight than it is women. So therefore, since we both lost relatively the same amount, we both committed to
11, 10, 21 total as a couple.
right. We both committed to that challenge, and it was actually easier than we thought once we got past day 2 and then into day 3. So, I think that wraps up
Mhm.
pretty much, right? All right. So, if you guys are interested, we will leave a link in the description, which you can go on. You can see the challenge details, the bundle, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out, whether it be email, direct messaging on Facebook, which we have our group there. That'll also be in the link below. You can reach out to her or me. We'll be very happy to answer your questions and provide as much details as possible so you guys can go out there and crush it.